Good morning, guys. Welcome to our Monday Micro Moments session. I'm Susie Redding. We are coming together to build the self-care habit, not only so that we can take care of our own health and well-being, but so we can be a calm, safe place for those we love. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Amazing. How are we all doing? Sigh of relief as the kids go back to school today. I am feeling simultaneously weary and refreshed. I'm fatigued from parenting, but I've had a lovely little rest from work mode. So it's time to switch it up, and I think variation is key. And what we have today, it's an inset day in Bath. Oh my goodness, nearly there. What we have today is some practical suggestions on how to cope with hibernation mode. Are you feeling it? I'm certainly feeling it. Hence, can you tell, right? Hibernation mode is this very real desire to bunker in. We're seasonal creatures, right? We are deeply embedded in messages from the environment. Yeah, it's hardwired in who we are as a being. It's a desire to bunker in, it's a desire to seek comfort, and you might also notice an increased need for sleep. This is just a reality. So let's take a look at 3 strategies for coping with hibernation mode. Am I alone in feeling it? Tell me, how are you going? Okay, so my first suggestion is, it's really simple. Honor the impulse. It's a very normal, natural impulse. Accept it, work with it. Yeah? It's normal. Nothing blooms all year. Look to Mother Nature for messages here. Also, let's take a look at the context of the last, nearly 2 years. Right? We're still in the midst of a pandemic. We have been through such an upheaval. You might feel this desire to bunker in is amplified this winter like never before. A desire to protect and to keep ourselves safe. And I think that's very reasonable and this is proactive healthcare. We just need to carve some kind of balance, okay? Watching from my bed, Rach, that's where I'd be too. Okay, so how can we honor the impulse? Well, I think there is a number of strategies here. Can we factor in rest? Can we please build the rest habit? And if you're saying to me, I don't have time, I hear you. But I'm talking literally a 5-minute restorative practice. If you take a look at how long you spend on your screen, take a look at your how long you use your apps. I'm sure you can claw back 5 minutes and use that as nourishment, soothing your nervous system. And if you take one look at my IGTV feed, you will find a whole host of soothing practices. Take a look at my books, Self-Care for Tough Times, my new journal that comes out in December, and Breathe, lots of restorative inspiration there. Build in time to rest. And if there isn't time to rest, then I would suggest make a date with some early nights, because this desire for or an increased need for sleep is very real, okay, in the wintry months. Okay, so that's first suggestion. Honor the impulse. Go with it. Hibernation mode is real. Allow it to shape your day. That's fine. It's normal. It's healthy. Secondly, can we maximize comfort in ways that support you rather than sabotage you, right? So we have a very normal tendency to seek out things like wine, stodgier foods, chocolate, screen time. Yeah, it's not just food and drink and our digital pacifier that provide us comfort. I'm not saying don't do those things, but we need to broaden our toolkit, right? To really cope with hibernation mode in a way that doesn't sabotage us and that doesn't give us a whole heap of burdens further down the track. What else can we turn to? Well, we can turn to color. We can turn to texture. We can turn to garments that help us feel wrapped up in love and care, warmth, scent, connection, touch. These are ways that we can seek comfort that support and nourish us. Okay, so color, light, texture, warmth, connection, scent, touch. Just rub in some hand balm. Spritz a little scent to give you a little lift. Yeah, none of these things take a lot of time, but they're really soothing. They're really calming, and they can help us just keep putting one foot in front of the other. Okay, and now my last suggestion is please keep moving. Yes, there is a desire to bunker in, but I think if there's anything that lockdown life has taught us is that being sedentary for long periods of time is not good for us. It diminishes our mood. It dents our energy. It creates a whole host of digestive issues. It leads to inflammation. It makes us creaky and achy, and it ages us, right? Please keep moving. Now, I'm not saying that you need to go out and do a hot yoga class. I'm not saying you need to go and do a HIIT class or a spin class. You don't even need to go for a run. Just keep moving. A simple walk around the block is enough. Or roll out your yoga mat and just do a couple of floor-based stretches. If you don't know where to start, again, you'll find inspiration in my feed, or try the Nourish app. I've got a load of different sequences recorded there. It's aimed at mums. So many good resources there. My favorite for helping me cope with hibernation mode is taking a morning daylight walk, so that I'm boosting my circadian rhythms. That dose of daylight in the morning helps me feel refreshed and alert, awake during my day, but equally it also helps me feel drowsy when it's time to go to sleep later on. Okay, so getting that dose of morning light is really important. Get kitted up. Yep, maybe you need to invest in some layers so that you're comfortable, shoes that support you, and whatever the elements are, get out in it. Move your body. Maybe it's dotting your day with some little micro moments. One of my favorites, let me show you, is we've done the mountain breath many, many times before. So the mountain breath is where you stand with your feet hip width apart. We raise the arms out and up as you breathe in, and exhale, lower the arms down. What I want to add to that today, now this is a real beauty. If you are feeling lethargic, if your thinking is sticky, there's a tendency to kind of catastrophize or generalize, or if your thinking is just unhelpful, try this one. And the beauty is it's impossible to think about anything else at the same time. That's why it's so powerful. Now, this is a different variation of the mountain breath. We start with the hands down on the thighs. Now, you can't see my feet, but I'm going to talk you through it. Now, as you breathe in, you're going to reach your arms forwards and upwards, and you're going to lift your heels. And as you exhale, slowly wobble your way back down. Hands touch your thighs as your heels touch the floor. Breathing in, raising the arms up, wobble with me, and then exhale, slowly lower the hands down and lower the heels down. So if you tried that, you will have noticed that it is really hard. It's hard to do that smoothly. It's the whole point of it. Have a wobble, have a laugh, have a giggle. This is just movement to lift your mood. It breaks up sedentary periods. So if you've been sat in front of the computer for a while, if you've been for a long drive, when you get out, take a mountain breath with that calf raise. It gets the blood pumping, and it's a really powerful circuit breaker for unhelpful thoughts. Did you try it, guys? How does that sound? It's a really useful one. I do that. I do some variation of the mountain breath every single day. All right. So we're adding that one to the toolkit. And then if you're feeling exhausted, just do some floor-based yoga. Have a stretch. Listen to your body. Nothing fancy is required. There are so many resources available on the internet. You can Google stretches, or if you want to build a program, we can do that together. I don't know if you know, but in addition to being a psychologist, I'm also a yoga teacher and I'm also a qualified personal trainer. So if you want to build a bespoke movement plan, if you want some movements that you do in the morning, that you do before you sit down at your desk to break up intense periods of focus in front of your screen, before the school run, before bedtime, we can create some really beautiful plans together. But it's so important in this very real hibernation mode that we keep moving, not just for our physical health, I'm not talking about rippling abs and toned thighs. That's not it at all. It is about the quality of your thinking, access to a sense of humor, creativity, resourcefulness. Is your mental health, okay? So very quick summary, how to cope with hibernation mode. Number 1, honor the impulse. Either factor in periods of rest, make space for some early nights, give yourself grace. We are still in the midst of a pandemic. It's very normal to want to bunker in and protect yourself and seek comfort. So normal. Honor the impulse. Secondly, maximize comfort in ways that support you and nourish you and that don't deplete you or add to your energetic bankruptcy. So just be careful with alcohol and sugar and caffeine and screen time. Please, can we use color, light, texture, warmth, connection, scent, and touch? Nature therapy. And number 3, really, really crucial, please keep moving in ways that you find intrinsically enjoyable. And if you don't know where to start, you know who to ask. Okay? So I hope there's something useful in there for you today, guys. Please take good care of you. And I will save this as an IGTV to my feed if you found it helpful. I would love it if you could share it with anyone else who might find it helpful. If you've got any requests for next week or for the next coming weeks, let me know. I can build a session around that. And if you want to work together in partnership and build a bespoke plan, you know I'm here. We can do that one-to-one. Take good care of you guys. I'm wishing you peace and ease. Much love. Bye.